All right. How's everyone's? I'm going to talk real loud so I don't get hit with the copyright in the background. Just saying. All right, number D. We're going to do Dubi Brownies.
Dubi Brownies?
Dubi Brownies. For my surgeon. He can't have those till after the surgery. All right, so we're going to make pistachio butter. Y'all want to? Hang on. All right, look, at my counter's a mess right now. I know. Look, see, just shut up. My OCD's in high gear. All right, I made pistachio butter. You want to know how we did it? We threw a bunch of pistachios in there. We ground them up really good, and then I added avocado oil, a little bit at a time until we got a nice, beautiful paste. And this is, look at that. Look at that. You don't need to buy that at the store. Make it yourself. I mean, if you have a food processor, because you need one to do that. All right, so next thing is I got to get my ingredients for my brownies. I did, because I'm making a double batch. This is 10 ounces of dark chocolate ground up in the same thing. So let me clean the kitchen up a little bit, and we'll start making brownies. Hang on. All right, since I'm just about out of my kniff. Hang on. We only have about that much left. I decided I was going to make my own. So, phyllo dough. Yep. Technically, that's all it is. So what I did was I opened up the sheet, because they're long, right, this way. I cut it in half, so you end up with 2 rolls. Roll it back up and start shredding it, and then I'll probably cut that in half, and then we'll have knuff. All right, that was 1 roll of phyllo dough, because there's 2 per package. That is 1. You can cut it down smaller if you want to. That's up to you. Theirs is, you know, pretty small. Now, again, you can just let this dry out, and then it'll be shelf stable. But right now, there's still a little bit of moisture in it, but we're going to cook off a bit of this. So now we have our knuff. We just have to, basically, you've seen me do this before. We're going to put it in some pan with some butter, and we're going to toast it off. All right. We now have the nice toasty knuff. Just butter that, make till it gets all nice and pretty and brown. Don't walk away from it. There is my pistachio butter that I made, which is just roasted pistachios, ground up, a little bit of olive oil to make it creamy. We're going to add some of this to this. We'll see how much come back. All right. We used all of the pistachio butter. I don't know how much it was. It was about half of the bag, and I think it was 12 ounces, so I don't know, a couple of cups. Anyway, that's all made. Now to the brownie mix. All right, so the next step was I took a stick and a half of butter, and I had about 6 ounces of chopped dark chocolate. We microwaved the butter until it was melted, added the chocolate, stirred it in, mix. There you go. All right, since this is a double batch, there's 2.5 cups of brown sugar. We have 6 eggs and 2 egg yolks. We're going to mix until everything is creamy, fluffy, and it doesn't feel gritty anymore. All right, so here's where we're at. Very light and fluffy. You want to take a little bit from the bottom, run it through your fingers, make sure it doesn't feel gritty. It doesn't. We are now going to add our cup of cocoa powder, our half a teaspoon of salt, our 6 tablespoons of oil, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Mix. All right, so we mix that with the Wix. Then you want to get in there and really get down on the bottom. Make sure there's nothing left in there. Now, the last is going to be the flour and the chips. That you just want to fold in very gently and not too much, because you'll make your brownies tough. Holy shit, Batman, we forgot the liquid chocolate. Yeah, let's mix that in. That looks a little different. Okay, now add the flour and the chocolate chips. All right, now I did that by hand, because we ain't messing around. Make sure you get all the way at the bottom. Now, this is a double batch, so we're going to put some on the bottom, put some of our Dubai filling in the middle, put some in the top. All right, now, me being me, I do spray the bottom of this and the sides, because I'm always afraid my brownies are going to stick. So we've put about 1/4 of an inch of brownie batter in the bottom. Now we're going to put our pistachio layer. All right, Make it look like that. Then we're going to put about the same amount on top. Alrighty, there she is. Now she's going to go into a 350-degree oven. I will start checking this at about 25 minutes. These are pretty thick, so I'm going to say 25 to 30 minutes. We're going to start checking at about 25. All right, there's a small pan of the house brownies because that's how much brownie batter we had left. So both are going in the oven.